Welcome back to the Tristan Dunn Show. I am your host, Tristan, and we don't have Coach Z with us this week. He was going to actually join the show. I think he'll be back next week. He has date night with the wife tonight, so have fun with that, Coach. Listen to this on your way to wherever you're going. So let's talk about how me and Coach did last week. There were some really good games last week in the league. Um, so I went 9-5-1. We had a freaking tie this week. Do away with the tie, NFL. There's no reason to tie. Go to the college format. Ties do nobody no good. The Commanders and Giants tied. We'll talk about that in a minute. So Coach Z goes 8-6-1. Better luck next week, Coach. So I got coached by one. I think the difference was let's see, there was one game in here we definitely were opposite. I think, matter of fact, it was Thursday night football last week. I had the Bills, he had the Patriots. For the most part, there was a few different, but I think that was the game that probably set me apart. Had I not been dumb and picked the Saints, which it looked like a good pick at first, but Tom Brady. So, anyways, 9-6-1 brings our total on the season to 108, 71, and 2. 2 ties this week, or this year. So the NFL needs to do away with the tie. There's no sense in it. There's no sense in watching an entire football game just for it to end in a tie. There's no sense in it. We need to go to the college format. Honestly, it doesn't even have to be the start of the 25 and everybody gets a chance back and forth. It doesn't even have to be that. I mean, we can just do play until there's a winner. It's not that difficult for teams to get within the 45 and kick a field goal. It's modern day football. So yeah, we need to do away with ties. We start the week off on a bad foot though. I had the Raiders winning last night, which don't even get me started about that game. I went to sleep at halftime. The score was 13-3. Baker was playing okay football in the first half, and I was like, they're probably gonna lose, whatever. And they ended up. I mean, I woke up and they won 17-16. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? Baker Mayfield just, I don't know. Everybody wants to say Carolina was a problem. Sure, there were things in Carolina that are not good and are still not good, like our offense coordinator Ben McAdoo. I think he was a large sum for Baker's issues, but I watched a TikTok earlier that said, that it was just poking fun at the Panthers, saying like, Baker couldn't call a play before the defenders were in his face. That's not true. Panthers have one of the better offensive lines in the league this year. Baker just played bad football, but I'm not taking nothing away from Baker. He had a playbook in his hand for 2 days. And he goes out there and wins a football game on a comeback at that. I'm not going to take nothing away from Baker. Good for him. The Raiders are poverty. And yeah, the fact that I even bet on them is just wild. So let's see. We're going to go to this week's slate. So like we start the week 0-1. I had the Raiders. All right, next up, we got Baltimore traveling to Pittsburgh. This line is a little fishy to me, and it's because Lamar's not playing, and yet this game is still only a 2-point spread. We've known Lamar's not going to be playing probably since last week. He hurt his ankle, I think. That being said, the Ravens' backup quarterback Tyler Huntley is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. But I like the Steelers at home. I think the Steelers get it done at home. I think Tomlin has these boys playing on a different level than they were playing in the earlier part of the season. I think Kenny Pickett is slowly coming into his own. The Steelers aren't putting Kenny in situations where you got to go win the game. And like he's being able to manage games, just make good throws, keep drives going. I like the Steelers to beat the Ravens at home. I like it pretty by like 7. Next, we got Cleveland traveling to Cincinnati. I like the Bengals in this game, but I think me and Donnie brought up a good point on the Coach's Call show yesterday. He said that if this game was next week, might need to be looking at the Browns. But, Deshaun come back after a year and a half, played last week, didn't play good. I don't think he gets any better this week. Maybe improves a little bit, but not enough to beat the Bengals at home. Bengals are going to cover this 5.5 too. Next, we have the Houston Texans traveling to Dallas to play the Cowboys and what is a battle for the state of Texas, if that's what you want to call it. Not going to spend a lot of time on this one. We got the boys winning, of course. But it is a large point spread, probably the largest of the season at 17. That is like a college football point spread. So that's interesting. But, I mean, we all took the Cowboys to cover the other day, but I don't know. Everything in my soul says take the Texans, but the Texans are not a good football team. So we got the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to the Tennessee Titans. I like the Titans to win this game. I like it, but I don't love it. The only reason I like it is because Derrick Henry he owns the Jags. He owns his own division every time he plays them. Whatever Derrick Henry's yards are set at this week, just give me the over. Put it at 110, give me the over. Put it at 120, give me the over. The guy he runs over his own division literally, and we don't really know if Trevor Lawrence is going to play yet either. I'm sure he will, but he's hurt, so give me the Titans. Next, we have one of the wonkiest spreads of the week. It was a topic of discussion on Twitter all week, and it's still an ongoing topic. You had the Vikings traveling to Detroit, who are underdogs to the Detroit Lions. It looks trappy. It looks baity. I do not care. Give me the Vikings to win this game. I think the Vikings they're going to win this game. Detroit is good on offense. Sure. Their defense is trash. The Vikings offense is not trash. The Vikings defense is allowing points. But give me a Vikings team that is 10-2 and deep into a playoff seeding race to handle a divisional opponent. Give me the Vikings. Next, we have the Jets traveling to the Buffalo Bills. I like the Bills to win, but I love the Jets to cover this game. I like the Jets to cover this 10. This is a divisional game. The Jets are in the middle of a playoff race. I think the Jets get up for this game, and the Bills haven't shown they can beat anybody by fucking 10 points, let alone a divisional opponent. I don't care if it's at home. The Bills have lost a little bit of steam as this season has gone on, but give me the Jets to cover, but give me the Bills to win, but not by much. Next, we have the Eagles going to the New York Giants. Same thing with this game. I love the Eagles to win, but I like the Giants to cover this 7. I think honestly, it's the same situation. Like the Giants, they're in a playoff race. The Giants need this game. I think they play this game really tough. I don't think they win it, but I do think they get up for this game and they give the Eagles all they can handle. I like Brian Daboll as a coach. I think he gets these boys ready, and I think they probably lose by like a field goal, maybe 4 points, something like that. Next, we have the Chiefs traveling to the Broncos. I love the Chiefs to freaking just dominate this game. We have a lot of, I don't know. It's hard because like you see 9 points in a divisional game, you automatically take the dog. The Broncos cannot score. They have a offense issue. They have a head coaching issue. They have a Russell Wilson not performing up to his $200 million issue. Give me the Chiefs everything. Sorry about that pause there. I had to pause it to watch the end of Netherlands versus Argentina. It went to PKs and Argentina wins. Dude, soccer has been incredible today. The whole World Cup has been great, but like today we have both games go to PKs. It's just been great watching soccer. I've been really getting into it. So I think we left off at the Chiefs. I'm not gonna. We're gonna talk about the Panthers game this week because I think the Panthers win. I mean, that's just I say that laughingly, but so uh, Geno Smith ended up on the injury report. DK Metcalf also ended up on the injury report. For the most part, the Panthers stars are if you want to call them stars are healthy. People have been getting called crazy, but the Panthers have a slim chance to make the playoffs. I think this game will be very telling if they make the playoffs, or if they're even going to be competitive for the playoffs. But our division is so bad. The Bucks are so bad. So yeah, give me the Panthers to win this game. Next, we got the Buccaneers traveling to San Francisco. And as much as I do not want to take the Bucks here. But I'm not going to. On the coach's call show, I took the Buccaneers to cover. I still like the Buccaneers to cover this game. It's 3.5. I don't see the 49ers with Brock Purdy beating them by more than a field goal. But I do think that they will be okay. Hey, just popped up on my phone. DK Metcalf is good to play Sunday. Same with Geno Smith. So they are going to play. I don't care. Give me the Panthers. So, yeah, give me the Niners to win that game, but give me the Bucks to cover. Now, Sunday Night Football, we got the Dolphins headed to Los Angeles to play the Chargers. Give me the Dolphins to win the game, but not cover. I think the Chargers keep this game competitive, but I think the Dolphins just win outright. Next, we have the Patriots traveling to Arizona to play the Cardinals. Give me the Patriots. Give me the Patriots. I hate everything about the Cardinals this year. There's not been one game where I've been like, oh, the Cardinals are just going to smash that team. I think they have a chance to lose every single week they step on the field. I think Bill Belichick is going to outcoach Cliff Kingsbury up and down the field, and I think that might even be one of my biggest bets of the slate is the Patriots money line at -125, and that's gonna wrap it for the show. Hey, listen. So I got a lot of people that listen that have been giving me feedback. Grant, Kyle, I love it. Anytime you boys want to come on the show, just a text away. Grant's already offered to come on the show. Might have to get Grant on the show before the season's over. I think he's got some great takes. Me and him used to work together, and we used to talk sports all the time, even though he doesn't watch sports, but he's lying. So, yep, that's going to wrap it up for this week's episode, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out.